We are live.
But
I know. I've tried to nap in the park. It doesn't work out.
No,
They shy away from the
one
park.
vacation we are doing, and we've been talking a lot more about it lately, and I have a system set up for it, how we're going to pay for it.
Oh yes.
Next year's our 10-year anniversary, and we're going.
Dang.
I literally almost pushed book last night, like this close.
You should have done what Cassie did when I was taking the very first COVID test. When it first came out, they were the blood pokers.
Yeah.
You had to poke your finger, and I didn't have one of those things that
Yeah.
you had to stab your finger with a sterilized needle, like a sewing needle, and I was freaking out. I wasn't doing it. Couldn't do it. 45 minutes straight. I just too much of a baby. Couldn't do it. She comes up behind me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." And she hits my hand, and I think I went through my fingers. What it felt like. Pulled it out, got all the blood, took the test. We were good to go. But that's what Bridget just came behind it, and smacked it.
So yeah, but the thing is, I'm trying to wait since we're like a year and a half away.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if they run a deal like around Black Friday where I can get maybe a couple $100 off. Because we're not going with like, and this this may sound like first class problem, but whatever. Like I'm intentionally saving over the next year and a half for this trip to make it extra special. But her and I both want like not just the basic room. We want to go pretty high up in rooms. We want a room that's a rooftop that has a pool on the rooftop overlooking the ocean.
Just make sure it's not a roof view.
It's not no. It's a rooftop. So you're on the roof and you can see the ocean. You have a little private like plunge pool right there. Ocean, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the one we were looking at last night is a 2-story. So you have like the living area downstairs, and then you go upstairs to your bedroom with the rooftop terrace and all that.
That's pretty slick.
And it's not. I mean, it's expensive. But again, it's not like we're going on it every year. This is for 10 years of marriage, which if she can survive,
that's a big deal.
I can survive her for 10 years.
That's right.
I need to do something.
And now we want to move into this video sponsored by Acorns.
No, excellent. Acorns and Excellence Club. If they want to send endorsements, send them.
Absolutely.
Send them.
So Acorns, talk a little bit about that before we get into the book of John. You got me into it, and I think I love it.
Amazing. So if you struggle saving money like at all, there's this program called Acorns, and really what it does is there's a bunch of different ways you can use it. But what you do is when you sign up, if you want to sign up, send me a message. I'll send you referrals because if I send referrals, then they deposit money in my account. No,
for
free. Anyways, so what happens is you can set it up to where it links to your bank account, and every time you charge your card, like at a store or wherever, it takes the change that you have and it rounds up to the nearest dollar and puts it in an investment account. So what I have it set as, this is just me personally, is I believe one of the things that I'm just convicted to do is number one, tithe. Every time I get paid, automatically the tithe gets sent to the church, to the local church, this church. But then another 10% of that goes into this investment account. So every week I'm putting away 10% of my income into this investment account. So what it does is it automates it, so I don't have to think about saving. And it's not like, at the end of the month or at the end of the week, when I get paid again, I'll take whatever I have left over and save it. Trust me, you won't. Like, I don't. That's just we're not as structured enough yet to do that. But this app, it's called Acorns, you can go on and it automatically saves for you. And in a matter of 6 months or so, it's been almost $2,000 that's been in that account. And it's not like it's changed my life either way. Yeah. So it's a great way to save, especially if you have a hard time saving, a hard time being dedicated to financial stewardship. One thing that I've learned in financial stewardship is you have to make it. I don't even know how to. You have to be.
It's intentional.
Yeah, it's intentional. But if you can't do it, automate it.
Yeah.
Like if you forget to tithe, even though we talk about it every week, because I've done that before. If I don't automate it, I am. Yes.
I'm just kidding.
There's times where either way, but if it's not automated, then you can't build that discipline. Yeah. So for me, I had to automate things because I just don't have the discipline to every week when that paycheck hits is to sit down and go dun, 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 dun. Like I just don't. So I have to automate those things. So if you're struggling in your finances, automate things and don't automate it to come out after the fact. Yeah. Automate it to come out first. Because then you already you look at your bank account and you're like, I feel like I have no money in there. But the thing is you've already saved.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden, like, I'll check it. I check it a little more frequently than I should, probably 1 to 2 times a week, just to kind of like, where am I at?
Yeah.
There'll be times where I'll go 3 weeks and I'm like, holy smokes, how did
And it gives you a little bit of a dopamine pop.
And it's like, oh, that vacation is closer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm almost hitting book now.
Yeah. So it's a great app. If you have a hard time saving, it's well worth it. It is, and it's like $3 a month for the subscription.
Yeah.
But if you invest it right, you're making way more than $3 a month.
100%. 100%. I was going to open up my Acorn account just to see how much it's gone up.
Let's do it.
Let's do that right now.
Oh,
Acorn.
the podcast. My thing just said the podcast.
Let's see. I mean, I started mine middle of January, and with just small different double roundups.
Oh yeah, you can change your roundup, so you can either round up to the dollar amount or double. So say you spend $150, it'll round up $1 because it's 50 cents double.
Yep. So mine since January, with what I've invested into the Acorn, and you can pick like the idea everyone wants to go. I've made $13.53.
Yeah. So all time since I started, I've made $92.22.
Which is something sitting there.
And that's what I've made. So that's what the investment has made inside of the account. But yeah, if you go to potential, like you can click view potential. So when I turn 70, I'll have, if I keep doing the same investing, I'll have $925,232.
That'd be pretty good for a little while. As long as your house is paid off, you're all good there.
But I plan on cashing out in about a year. So.
Oh yeah, that 10-year anniversary comes quick.
But again, I'm saving for it. Like it's something that we intentionally decided as a couple. This is what we want. Yeah.
But anyway,
we can go with some. Yeah.
In better news, we are in John.
Hold that away a little bit.
Chapter
hot.
10.
Not you personally. The mic is hot.
The mic is hot. John chapter 10. We are excited.
What?
Sound is skipping.
Pause.
Pause for dramatic effect. I guess I should pull it up on my phone. It is skipping. I'll just keep talking. Back on Facebook. Go back on my account. See if we're live. I do like these headphones. Makes it a lot easier to be able to know what we're talking about. No, not finding it, so I guess I'm up the search. Oh, it went in and out for a second. There we go. John, you got it. Oh boy. Oh, it's on Shawn, who is totally gone. Check test 1, 2. Oh, it's on Shawn, who is totally gone. Oh yeah, that's weird. Do we want to unhook the headphones? Yeah, that's weird. Anything better now? Check test 1, 2. I'm just gonna keep talking randomly. Hey Ma, you're in the crowd and online. Nope, still skipping. Yeah, still skipping. Still skipping. Well, if y'all can still hear me in the skipping, I apologize. Still skipping. Check test 1, 2. Check test 1, 2. It worked really good last week. Hey, at least we haven't gotten into any of the content yet, so we can redo it all. Yeah, it sounds like something's like knocking in the background every time I talk. In better news, for those who are watching, we have not had a dive bomb yet from a bee or a stink bug. And the nice thing about that is this week we went and bought, right there in that corner, a bug zapper. And that has tons of bugs that are dead in it. So, praying that that's going to be our ticket to a bug-free auditorium. Oh, Yep, still skipping. But that's okay. If we need to, we can end it. We'll come back on and make sure it gets good to go. Either way, Jesus is on the throne. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Good day at work, good day at home with your children. Sounded like mops. Our women's group this morning went phenomenal. Last night there was a men's group, went phenomenal. This morning we had another men's group, phenomenal. Another women's group tonight at the church. On top of our immersion prayer group this week, it has been amazing. I made it there last night, got to spend an hour in it, and it was phenomenal. Like, just hanging out with God. It's really all it is encountering. Deliverance has happened. The Bible talks about in His presence there's fullness of joy, peace. And so that's the place that we need to continually seek to be a part of, to keep our mind on. And that's why it's important and why we're doing these immersion regroups, is because it gives you that opportunity to slow down. And I felt bad because the men's group went later than normal, and I wanted to be in the immersion a little bit longer. And so because mine was a little bit shorter, I didn't have a chance to shut my brain off. I was right on the cusp of getting it shut off. Because what happens, and a lot of times we don't enter into that place of God's wrath because there's so many intruding thoughts, so many intruding and invasive things that come in that are probably good things, but in the moment they're not God things. They're distracting voices that are pushing you away from your divine target, so to speak. There are times where, yeah, you do need to remember to call your grandparents, or you do need to remember to update your SEO for your business. Yeah, you do need to send out a release form or respond to somebody about a rental. But, okay, is it starting now?